my Flosstube. It's Shelly KX Stitch on Instagram, and it's only stitching here on YouTube. And I finished my AB Singo. I got a blackout, so I did all of them. And so I'll show you the progress on those. And I went on a retreat with college friends, and I bought 2 paintings from my friend Kirsten, who is an artist. And this is the Balboa Pavilion in Newport. And it's, I don't know what it is. It's either acrylic or oil. It's not, I know it's not watercolor. I think it's oil, because it smells like oil. And this is Bolsa Chica, which is a beach in Southern California. It's pretty near Huntington Beach. And I love the light on that one. And she's Kirsten Art on Instagram, and that'll take you to her website if you want to see it. Beautiful. She's very talented. I got a lot done, and my husband is out for the moment, so I'm trying to do a quick one, which means, I'm sorry, my bags are all, my stuff is still in bags, because it usually is not. Okay, I worked on hats, present for a friend, and this was from limited edition for Hobby House, so I had to get it from Hobby House, and I bought the fabric. They had Aida you could choose, which was nice, and I think it's MP. I know it's a Veriswa. Yeah, it's a Veriswa. There's some red, Soie d'Alger. And so this is Tabby Cat, the color, whatever color it was called for. It's kind of a light gray. All I did on this one was work on like these red leaves, and I finished the those red flowers. It's pretty big. I think that's the bottom though, because I just went all the way to the bottom, and I don't know how far I have left to go. Well, it's not that much farther on the side either, because I'm right here. So I have that much more. But I like things like this that are all, you know, filled in everywhere. Soie d'Alger, not my favorite. It's kind of fuzzy. And it seems like even if it looked fine, it got fuzzy as I worked on it, because I don't work in a hoop. So I think that's part of the problem. If I had a hoop or a scroll frame or something, I wouldn't be touching the silk as much. So, okay, I won't zip it up. Oh, I was just working on this one. That was for AB Singo. I'll just tell you the ones that are not AB Singo. And that was for Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge Group on Facebook. They picked a different letter every day. So this is a Pennsylvania motif sampler by Carriage House, and it was originally a Chartmaker's design, so they re-released it. And this is on Ren, 16 count Ren by PTP, and it's only this big. And I changed this blue, and I'm kind of regretting it. It's super bright. Like, I meant to just change a couple to the super bright and the rest to teal. I basically, I think, had the alphabet done, and this, and this, I think. So I did like the middle part in here, and I did this line. And I changed all the colors because, you know, this is Muddy Puddle. I really like that color. I need to buy some more of that. And I need to finish this so I can use the rest of the fabric, which I realize is ridiculous because I could just cut the fabric off now. And these are the colors. Don't feel bad if your thread looks messy. Just join me. I have great aspirations to label my thread, each little chain, each little, what do you call it, ring of thread. So if it gets separated from my project, I will know. But I don't do it. This is very weird. It's a bag and a bag and a bag. This is something I hardly work on. Oh, I just dropped like 3 threads. Heirloom Nativity Sampler by Victoria Sampler. And I'd done the angels, and so I just worked on this part right here. I'd done some of that. I really just finished the trees in the red, and I put the snow on. So a lot of my 100 stitches or 1 hour is what the prompt, not the prompt, I guess you had to either do 100 stitches or an hour of work to get it to count for finishing a letter. So I usually did 100 stitches and finished off the thread. So this is at least 100 stitches I put in here. But it was funny because a lot of them were white and they didn't really show in the picture, so it didn't really look like I even did it. I'm doing this in just whatever I have. A lot of it is Belle Soie. I think it's about the only project I still have going that has some Belle Soie. I know, I'll put my whole bag on top of the ones I dropped, so I'll know what goes in there. Oh, here comes Maggie. She's not a lightweight. Don't think I worked any more on my Alforest. I did not. I'll show it to you anyway because I hate it when people go, oh, look at this, and then they don't show you. Okay, hopefully she's just going through and she'll lay on my project bags. And I bought this a long time ago as a fundraiser. It benefited Ukraine, and it was Hummingbird Hollow was the name of the bag maker. Maggie, you're kind of in the middle of everything, but if you go in my lap. There you go. Okay, see, I just said I wasn't going to do this, and I am. This one, I just did such a tiny amount. This is And They Sinned, and it's on 16 count ancient. And all I did was right here, which is the sun color. Isn't that odd? I find it odd. So that was I don't know, over 100 stitches though. This thing's gonna be massive. And what it looks like is, did you ever have those floss tubes where you're like, you don't know what you're doing? I think I'm all thrown because I don't have my stuff out of the bag. It's gonna look like this. So I'm still in that very top, and here's the sun. It's fun to work on. I'm working on it with Amy, Gable Stitcher, and she has a lot done. And she keeps talking about finishing stuff, so I think she's gonna be finishing, and I'll still be stitching that thing. It's very large. Oh, this is kind of interesting. This is my niece does junk jewelry, and she made a junk tag, so I had to buy it. This is one of those locker tags, like for PE or the Y, when you used to have to put your stuff in a locker. This bag I got from my friend Heidi's Homemade on Etsy. And this is Eliza Brown. This was not A.B. Singo, I don't think, by From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. I think I'm gonna do that red line in below, and I did mostly this. I had this and most of this done except for that flower, and then I had this part done too. So everything else you see is new. And I worked a lot on it because it's, even though it's not really close to being finished, I was feeling like, oh, I could get this done if I kept working on it. So I did add a lot because I added this flower, and I added this. This is the wrong color, but oh well. And this is on some, Live and Die LA London Fog 16 count Ada. So it's a gray. I decided not to do her name in green. I'm just doing it in that kind of off-white color. I added a lot more pinks to it. I got some color in cotton threads. Nope, not even using very many in this one. But like Seahorse, I added this one too. And this color is the off-white I'm using. It's pink clay. Like, it's kind of pink, but I've used it on 2 fabrics now, and it doesn't look pink. It just looks white. I probably needed to use it on a dark gray to have it look like it was pink. I don't think I can put things on top of Kirsten's paintings. That would be bad. This one I finished. Hooray! Backyard Birds by La Di Da. And this picture is pretty blown out because the stems of these flowers was supposed to be caper, which is super dark, and it looks like a light gray. And the trees were supposed to be gassed green pasture, and they look so blue. So I was trying to get it to look more like the picture. This is on Stitch Me. This is not another sampler, 16 count. And here it is, and I stitched all of it, even the double border around the outside. I was trying to get it to fit in an 8x8 frame, but I think it's less than 7. Like 7 inches would be perfect. And I thought it was cute. I did some counting errors because like this bird isn't supposed to be touching there. One of the trees is wrong, so it's messed up how long it is. So anyway, but that was fun. It's like a little over 100 by 100, and so it's an awkward size. But I'm gonna put it in an 8-inch frame and call it good, and not spend a bunch of money trying to get it framed right. Oh, we had a Daiso open up, so I bought this because it's padded. I don't really need it padded for floss, but it has cats in it. So I thought that was funny. So this is the Dutch Beauty, and I'm just using DMC on this one, but I just finally added some colors because I thought, oh man, I don't know. The colors they used were kind of 80s-ish, like more pastel-y, like this green. It looks even lighter. It looks even lighter in person. Anyway, so this goes all the way across. I'm not going to keep showing that. But the part I worked on, here's the top. So I worked on this one last time. And the part I worked on, I think I did some of the green in this one. And then most of the stuff I did was down here in this big tulip. I finished this bird. It was a little bit outlined. And this tulip, you probably can't even tell, but there's some kind of that off, I don't know what DMC it is. It's an off-white purple. It's a little bit purple. So I added that color because it was this purple color, like it's in this bird. So I'm gonna try and use that color because I like it better because I don't really like purple. So that'll take out like half the purple if I do that. Oh, and I also added these bars. The bars are mostly, I guess they're leaves, what I did for AB Singo, and then I don't know. I did this twice for AB Singo, so I think this was once and that was once. But these motifs are so huge, you don't even realize. Like I think each leaf of that was like 20 stitches, so I only do 5 leaves and then that was done. Just got this bag at, can't see the chart right. I got the bag at Daiso, and then I got this, which I'm thinking I'm gonna put on a stitching mat and put scissors on it because it has a carabiner on one end and like I could put scissors through there. So I won't lose my scissors because I'm always looking for my scissors at a retreat because I usually cover them up with all my stuff. Then I worked on this. I showed this last time, but I did some ripping. I didn't like the color of the house, so I ripped it out and changed it. I'm not even sure it's better now. It's like a blue, it's like a teal. And I finished the snow on the bottom. I think I did a lot. All I had was this tree, most of this tree, and then this filled in, but I ripped it out. So I did the deer, I did that, the fox, this tree, and that. I don't know what it is. It's probably a squirrel. It's got like big ears. So this one is a lot of stitching for how small it is. So this is winter. And it's all the 4 seasons, and I'll show you the picture, which is here. Seasonal Band Sampler by Nikki's Creations. And it is pretty small, so it's kind of hard to tell. But the houses are all kind of neutral. So I think that's how that will go. It'll be neutral and I'll finish it and go, it's not very pretty. This I got from Kim for my birthday, and it's Favored Feline by Erica Michaels, and it was a birthday start that she started with me too. And she finished what she's doing on hers. And I did a lot. I put, I think I had the brown outline. I put all the white in, and some of the white in, and I put the dots in too. And I think I put the eyes in. I worked on this twice for AB Singo. And this is on 16 Count Ancient by PTP. And I added some colors to that one too. So that's not the call for. This is a huge one. And this one, I have a Halloween one too. So it's Crescete Go Go. And it is Natalia Incita. So Christmas in the City. And I worked on the snowman. So last time I had his arms and I think his outline. And I'm doing it on 16 Count Coastal by PTP. And so this time I filled in the white that I filled in. And I think I did his face too. I think really all I had was the star of the arms. Maybe I had that too, his buttons. So he's cute. I wonder what this is. That's white. I think there's a, oh, he has a hat on and there's some white on his hat. So, you know, there's so much work on that. I should go down to something else that's more fun so I'm not just stitching white all the time. But pretty soon it's gonna be time for Christmas stitching again, so. You know, I do not have everything here because I know I worked on, what is it called? Primrose Cottage one I'm working on with Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. And that's not here. So this one, I'm not sure I worked on this again. This is Mary Lindsay. I think I did. Mary Lindsay by Chessie and Me. And I don't know if I'd finished all the letters up here, but I'm pretty sure I put this, like I worked on this part. Who knows? If you remember, don't tell me. Because I'll feel like I can't believe you remember and I don't. And Dawn, I'm basically talking to you because she has a good memory. Frosty X Stitch on Instagram and YouTube. Oh, now here comes Nexie. They're all coming to look. Let's see. And I worked on this one. What's up, kitty? And this is, I think this is the last one I have here, Pineberry Lane, Marie Journet, and it is by, yeah, Pineberry Lane. So it's a one color stitch. And this is on 16 Count Ale, and I worked down the side on it. And I'm using, I think it's a Silks for You. It's all gonna go. Kitty, kitty. A Silks for You, Hank. I know it's a Hank. It's either Mrs. Sadis or Silks for You. And it looks like this. So it is very beautiful. And I just had a little, I'm just using it on this one thread drop. And hopefully I can get the thread out from this and it won't be too bad. I put a hairband on it. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if this was a good idea. I have pulled out thread from this without it getting all snarls, so that's good. What do you think? You like that? Okay, so that's all I have in my bag, although I know there were more because I can never show everything. I went to another reunion with my friends from college. Like I said, I saw Kirsten there, so she brought over her paintings. We go in Long Beach and rent a house on one of the canals, so it's really fun. And I think there were 8 of us, and we had a great time. And one of my friends, Esther, she was cross-stitching because she retired, but then she went back to work a day and a half. So, but she was cross-stitching a kit that she said she bought, I think, 20 years ago. You know how it goes, right? So it's, so she was on, I think, white Ada, stitching the white part of the flowers. I'm like, hey, you should switch back and forth from color to, you know, color to white. So, so she did and said it was better. And she lives up in Sacramento, so she wants to go to Needle in a Haystack. So she goes, come up, take me to that store. So I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I do have some haul. I bought a little bit from Market, from, not Market, Expo, Needlework Expo from Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. And I bought some Fabrics by Stephanie 16 count toasted almond. So this is kind of a beige. It's pretty. It's very pretty. I was thinking, oh man, I haven't bought Fabrics by Stephanie for a long time. And I bought this. I think this, I forget who does these. I thought that was fun. And then I got these two animal crackers. Because I finished the two that I have. One's loaned out that I haven't done, but two that I have I finished, but I didn't FFO them yet. And I just think this bunny is hilarious when you put on her little mask to make her look like a black cat. So, and then this one is a badger. So I was gonna do her like bread and jam for Frances. But I was trying to find what she wore, and one time she wore like a striped dress. Maybe I could just make it look like the mom on Bread and Jam for Frances. So I think the mom might wear that color already. So anyway, I might leave it that way. I was gonna give it to my mom because she always read us Bread and Jam for Frances, so she'll like it even if I just say, oh hey, it's a badger like Frances. I think that is it. Hope you're cooling off. Have a great end of your sampler September if you've been doing samplers. I tried to do a lot of samplers for my AB Singo, and let me know what you're stitching on, and I'll try and go write a list of all the things that I forgot to show you, so I'll show you next time. Bye.